Okay, Fultron, I'm going to show you the magical ways of the Misa.
Misa.
Show you the Misa.
I should not have said it like that. That was embarrassing.
It's okay. I sang the other side in a very scary, scary way.
You sing the other side?
Remember Hello from the Other... I don't know. It was during Rocket League.
Oh.
I think I scarred some children.
What are you putting in there?
I took a minecart.
Oh.
Because there's one here.
Nothing changed on my screen. That was weird.
It is weird. Oh. We both have my...
Okay. I understand now.
We are so good at this. Push the button. So,
faster than I am.
Last time we decided that Parenthood is great and scary and great.
Yep.
Not that I know from experience, but you do. And you seem to be doing okay at it.
Yeah.
Maybe even good.
Yeah, I would say I'm doing good.
How is Wifetron as a mom? This is your chance to give a review.
A review
of her motherhood.
4 out of 5 stars. No, she's amazing.
I would assume that she is like amazing. She seems amazing.
She has so much more patience than I do. Like for me, the hardest years were like infant years because you can't communicate.
Yeah.
It's just screaming for no reason. And so,
that's like,
I mean, it would be the equivalent of like anytime you wanted to communicate anything, you just scream. You scream. That's what it is. So it's just like, there's no like, oh, excuse me, father, might I trouble you for some milk?
Yeah.
It's like,
wouldn't that be funny if we were still that way?
Yeah.
If we just like differentiated one another's screams.
Yeah.
I mean, I know my mom, so my sister has kids and they were living with my mom and dad for a while. And whenever they would cry when I was visiting, my mom would always be like, oh, it's this. Like she could tell from the crying what it was.
And you learn to discern. So
it is kind of a language.
It is to a certain extent. Very. And what's cool is that like little babies, like even before they're 1, can learn to do basic sign language.
Yes,
so they can start communicating non-verbally.
Signing with babies is like amazing to me, and I love seeing it. It's so interesting.
Yeah, we were just home for Christmas.
I mean, their vocal cords can only develop so fast, right? To where they'll be able to do certain words and stuff, but.
Yeah.
Not that that sounded like I knew what I was talking about, but I don't really. But
I believed you.
Yeah, but like signing, there's like simple gestures that they have the motor control to do, and it's so cool to see them understand.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like just being home saved your life. Saved you.
Thank you.
I was home for Christmas, and my nephew, he just turned 1. He can't talk, and like when you talk to him, he just stares at you. Like he doesn't like really respond to you very much.
Yeah.
But like I can say like, oh, did you want more of that? And he understands the word more, and so then he would do the sign language
like the little grabby hand.
Yeah, thing. Or he would do like please or thank you and all this stuff. Like he knows all that stuff.
As a 1 year old. It blows my mind. My dad sent me a video of my niece who just turned 1. Or I guess she's like 1.5. I'm not a very good aunt. But anyway. And in it, she's holding a book and she's like trying to read it to him. But not like real words. She's just making up words, baby words. But it was just interesting because the last time I saw her, she didn't really make much noise at all. And so it was weird to see her like trying to talk and trying to create words, even if it wasn't understandable or anything. But it was so crazy. They grow up so fast.
It's amazing how they grasp concepts at such a young age. Like even though they can't really do anything with them, they understand them. And like that was something I learned with my kid. Like they understand, they're more aware than you think they are, and they understand what's going on more than you think they do. Like even stuff as simple as like when music came on when I was in California, anytime there was music, my nephew would just stop and then he would start dancing. Like, he understands that you dance to music.
When you hear music, you dance.
Yeah. It's just like, how does he know to dance? He's one. Like, what does dancing even mean to him?
That's really interesting. Something else, this is turning into like a mindless mining, but I'm okay with that. Something else I've kind of thought about is it's interesting to me how much we plateau as humans. Like, I feel like those early stages of development are so rapid. You know, the fact that they pick up language so quick and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then, like, as adults, it's so easy. I mean, you don't have to, but it's very easy to just, like, plateau and to stop learning.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an intriguing idea to me. What if we didn't do that?
Like, we just...
What if we kept learning?
At a steady pace, kept learning.
Yeah.
As much as we do when we're born. That would be crazy.
I mean, I guess maybe we are still learning. It's just what we learn.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some kind of explanation as far as, like, intellectual versus, like, psychological development,
or like
and
even
stuff like
social, like social skills. Yeah, I don't know. Skills.
Yeah.
Skills.
You get the skills.
You start sharpening different skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, Suntron's entering into the awkward little boy stage right now.
Little awkward kid.
Yep. He's always trying to crack a joke and join in the conversation. And
yes. My youngest sister, she hates that when we talk about this, but Zarifi, when she was little, like, she really wanted to be part of, like, our jokes and stuff, because we joked a lot, and humor was, like, a big part of just how we related and spent time together. And so she would tell jokes when we were telling jokes, but she didn't understand how it worked.
Right.
So it was so
just
cute.
Regurgitating stuff.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't, like, she was creative, but but it would be like, knock, knock. Who's there? Orange. Orange who? I squeezed the orange outside the door.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was just, I mean, it was funny because she was trying and, like, but it, like, didn't make, you know, it was nonsensical. It didn't make sense.
Suntron's jokes usually end with, like, a poop joke or a fart joke or something.
Well, I would probably laugh at every single one of those, so... He gets me.
Yeah.
He just needs the right audience.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, she learned with time, but it was just really cute to see her, like, when she was learning how to joke. But she wanted to be part of it, you know?
Yeah.
That need for inclusion that we all have. Okay, I've started some topics. It's your turn.
It's my turn. Oh,
well,
God.
It's your turn now.
My
turn now.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, because we were just talking about this. A couple of my friends at work were talking about this same exact topic.
Ooh.
And I just got shot off the bridge.
Uh-oh. There's a bridge?
Come at me, bro. Bring it.
Go fight me IRL.
Dead.
Dead. We probably have enough clay.
Probably. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I have
7 stacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. Okay, let's head back then.
Okay.
And because we need to dye it too.
We were talking about the awkward stage and how and when it starts and why it starts. And I was like, I think it starts when kids start to become aware of their self-image.
Yes. Aware of your, like, differences from others. And
it's just like you realize, oh, there's embarrassment in the world. Like, kids don't really get embarrassed. Like, Suntron will get embarrassed every once in a while.
Right.
But
I feel like that kind of, that's interesting. I wonder if that's a learned thing. It's kind of shame in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Is shame like a learned thing?
I think it is.
That you get when you're an adult?
Yeah, I think so.
That you start when you're a child, but, like, it's something
I don't know if it's a learned thing or if it's just like a developmental thing where your brain starts to realize.
To group things, group people, and recognize.
It's more of like an awareness of what's socially acceptable and what's you're really close to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I tried to start after you, but it, like, I don't know.
It's fine. We're buddies. it's like you start to realize what's socially acceptable and what's not.
I stopped. That was weird. But yes. Yeah.
And so, like, I remember when I was around 12 to 14 years old, like, hanging out with adults, like in my family, and saying things and having them be like, you can't say that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true.
And then I would feel really embarrassed. And like, it was such an awkward time because you didn't know how to talk. Or,
right. You're like, how do I function acceptably?
Because you still have, like, Centron will say some of the craziest things that make zero sense. And you just kind of pass it off because, like, well, he's young. He's a kid.
Yeah, right.
But then they get older and adults start expecting things out of you. And I think that's where some of the shame and, like, the realization of, like, it's like, oh, I'm not like what I do as a human being isn't enough. I have to do more.
Right. Expectations.
Yeah. Which isn't always a bad thing.
To be a certain way. Right.
You do have to grow up, but.
Yeah. I think there are some healthy expectations, and expectations for yourself and stuff. I'm going to go to my base to get my lime dye.
Okay.
Do you have, I'm guessing we're probably still going to need more green as well.
Okay. I'll run to my base and see if I have
green
cactus.
dye. I don't think I have either of those things.
I need to get more pearls too before the pearl police come after me.
Right. The pearl police. Yeah, I liked your vlog where you talked about you as a young, awkward teenager and showing pictures of video, and it was so amazing. And it was one of those things, though, that watching that, though, it is reassuring to other people who are or were also awkward, like myself. I was so awkward, and I still am pretty awkward, but now I just am okay with it.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see it in other people and be like, yeah, a lot of us were just dysfunctional kids. I think that's just part of being young, like, is very being dysfunctional and trying to figure out how to live appropriately.
Yeah. I had such a weird demeanor about myself. I was just such a weirdo.
I was kind of mature. Like, I was kind of like an old soul. I took, like, I don't know, I took life a little too seriously in some regards. My sisters really helped, like, me chill out and have fun and stuff. But I took, like, the weight of the world on myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a happy kid, but I was, like, I've always had a very sad, like, huge responsibility side of me. Where it's like, I have to fix everything.
Yeah.
And I think it took me a long time to get to the point where I could just be like, it's not my job.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, I can't do it. I can't fix everything and everyone. Which sounds like a really simple idea that people would just know automatically, you know? You can't fix the world. You're just one person.
Yeah.
It's true. You can't. It just took me a long time to accept that and to, like, instead focus on doing my best and doing what I can instead, you know?
Yeah.
Don't focus on what you can't do. Be positive.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
My thing was, and still is sometimes, like, I never assume that people will like me.
Yeah.
Like, I just always assume that I have to prove myself. And so, like, in high school, I wouldn't even try because it's like, I don't want to get shut down.
Yeah.
Like, so just, you know, hang out by myself. And then, which was like my freshman year. And then, we don't have any crafting benches. I will make one.
Oh, yeah.
Hello,
We're
lag.
gonna need that.
That's nether brick. That's why that's not working. Hi.
Hi.
I don't know how to Minecraft.
It's okay. Minecraft is hard sometimes.
It is. So yeah, that's kind of where my awkwardness came from as a kid, was just like, just being by myself and not being a part of things because I was afraid of what people would think of me.
Yeah, I the way I used to like think of myself, and I think it's still a pretty good description of what I was like, was being a shadow. Because I would like be around people a lot, and I even had friends, but I always felt like I was like the one to be overlooked, you know?
Yeah.
And I was okay with that though. Like I was comfortable not having the attention on me. I mean, of course, there's a little small voice inside you that's like, someday you'll be cool too. You know? but yeah, that's kind of how I always like thought of myself, or thought of like my role.
Yeah.
Socially. But that kind of changed as I got older. I mean, yeah, it changed as I got older.
Yeah. I'm going to go check and see if I have andesite back in my base.
Okie doke.
So we can finish the bottom.
Sounds good. Oh, I got more diorite, actually.
Oh, you did?
I brought some. Yep.
Did I call it andesite just now?
Yes, but that's okay.
Okay.
I forgive you.
I'm quitting YouTube. Sorry.
This time. Don't quit. You have so much going for you.
Think about your family.
Think about your YouTube family. It's a thing.
It is.
Fultron.
It is.
Your family. You
family.
Maybe there should be a better name for that. For a YouTube family.
Something better besides the words YouTube family?
Yeah. It's very long. I'm thinking of something short that we can...
How about Tubally?
Tubally. That sounds dirty. Yeah. I don't know.
One of the things that I'm excited about for going to PAX, this will be my first convention. I'm excited to IRL some of you people. Like,
yes.
And I've talked about this before, but I can't fathom the fact that everybody that I play with is a real person.
No, I understand that. Yep.
And like when I say that, I feel like I'm demeaning.
No,
people,
it's.
But
No, it's true though. It's like, well, it's they're a voice, and there's someone that you've talked to, and there's someone that, like, it's an entity that you have interacted with, but it's you've never seen them in their like physical presence, them as a person.
Right.
So it's really like disorienting to then realize, oh, he has like a face and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when you were talking about in your vlog that I watched today, about your expression, how you have like RBF, basically whenever, do you know what RBF is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just checking. How you basically have that. I just got really distracted. And hold on, words just got really hard.
Dang words.
Oh, but when you were saying that, I had a moment where it dawned on me. I was like, whoa, at PAX, maybe he's going to do that thing like he was just talking about, where he stares at you or has the serious face when he's listening. And
I
was
most
like,
definitely will.
And then it just weirded me out for a second because I was like, wait, he has like a real face.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see his face and Lofty's face and Poets and Winters and Honeys and Faves and all, like, so many people.
Yeah.
And they all have faces.
Yeah. And they all have real personalities. Like,
personalities.
I was thinking about this earlier today. Like in our Carball video, we talked about how we are. It was while I was streaming.
Right.
I said that
be someone you're not.
Yeah. You, me, and Lofty, we try to be ourselves, like on YouTube. Like, hopefully if you met us, we would be very similar. And I think that's true to an extent, but at the same time, we're also on when we're on YouTube. Like,
yes, it's like a mode that you switch on. You're more expressive, a little bit more outward self. Yeah.
And so, like, one of my fears is that I'll see you guys and then I'll just sit there in the corner and just watch.
No, I thought about that too, because like I have to have shutdown time where I'm just like in my head, you know? Yep. And so it's going to be kind of funny to be around each other and not be talking, because usually when we're interacting, like, we're talking a lot because we're making videos and like we're on time, whatever. I don't know what the right phrasing is. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like of how we interact when we have that like off time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like when we're all like sharing the little Airbnb and like it's bedtime and we're winding down like
yeah. Like cuz we're like okay, so like we interact on a level that's like it's very what's the word, like planned, I guess. Like it's organized.
Yeah, it's very intentional.
Yeah.
Intentional and planned. Yeah, it
so
is.
It's like if we're just sitting there on couches talking and then all of a sudden it just nobody says anything for a while and we just go, well, I'm going to go to bed now.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
It's just it's a interaction that none of us have had.
Right.
And I know that sounds super trivial to be like, "Oh no, you guys are going to like sit on couches together. Oh God, what are you gonna do?"
Gosh,
but like at the same time, it still messes with your brain.
It does.
So, all you people out there who have your crap together and think we're weird.
You people are judging us right now. Seeing people is hard, okay?
It is. It's hard to be
Especially
a
when
real
you've
person.
like come to like appreciate those people.
Yeah.
And they're like your friends. And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go just see them for the first time ever. Like eat food in front of them. That's the one I'm real nervous about.
Yeah.
I am not a graceful eater.
I like my thing is like, struggling with like anxiety and stuff. It's like,
oh yeah,
they're gonna see me be like all weird about something, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna be the happy-go-lucky Fultron that everybody thinks I am 100% of the time. I feel like
we're all gonna have our weird moments, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like what you did with these bushes.
Thanks. I'm bringing over some dirt so we can kind of terraform stuff.
Yeah, it's good. And I already like got up most of the wells. We made progress.
Yeah. This has been a very serious episode.
It's like
Last episode was
super philosophical episode. I feel like we talked about a lot of serious topics. Feelings.
Yeah.
Are you a feeler?
I am.
Me too.
Well, I think about feelings.
I do too.
They usually don't make it to my face, but
yeah, it's okay. I have RBF too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Though, I mean, I don't know. I guess not in the same way that you were talking about. Because I'm kind of, I don't know. I like, okay. Trying to word again, and it's very difficult.
It's all right.
My problem is when I'm talking to people in person, I don't do eye contact very much. I don't know why. I just don't.
I don't think
maybe because I like looking at other things. I don't know. Maybe it's not like I'm bored. I just said maybe I'm bored, but I'm not. I don't know. And so when I do that though, and I'm talking to someone, but I'm looking like past them, so frequently people will like stop in the middle of the conversation, like turn around and be like, "What are you looking at?" Yeah. It's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm just dazing while I'm really focused on what you're saying."
Yeah.
But I'm like looking elsewhere.
I will.
That's a thing for me.
Yeah, I look at people when they're talking to me, but when I talk to them, I don't look at them.
Right. And I think that's how it is for me. That's more how it is for me. But on the flip side, whenever I am talking, I have been known to be very easy to read in terms of my facial expressions, which I always hated in school because like that meant that anytime I knew the answer to something, the teacher could tell.
Oh,
and so they would always like call on me. But sometimes, or if they could tell if I had a thought, so they like ask that question, and I'm still trying to decide if my thought is worth sharing. And they're like, "Hey, what do you think?" And then I'm like, "Well, I wasn't going to say anything because I was thinking this, but then I thought this, which kind of cancels it out." And they're like, "Yeah, you're right." I'm like, "Thanks for calling on me to make me explain my dumb thought." That happened to me so much in school.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be out of school.
Me too.
I mean, I had good thoughts sometimes too, but yeah, that just happened a lot because my face was very like, oh, she has a thought. Mm-hmm. You can see it all over her freaking face.
Yeah, I have to really think through stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not a quick responder.
You respond very quickly in calls.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you're flipped on.
And that might be
flipped on. Sounds like
I'm kind of
so
flying
weird.
by the seat of my pants right now, hoping I don't screw it up.
Well, that's kind of what you do on YouTube, isn't it? That's what Let's Plays are. Is just learning to just think out loud and hope that your thoughts are okay.
Yeah. You listen back to it and you're like, oh God, I hope I didn't say anything stupid.
My most common statement when I'm editing is I am such an idiot because like I say things and the regret is so real, but I post it anyway because it's like I just have to deal with it. That's my thought.
Yeah.
I might have shame. I got to deal with it. Own it. Love it. Love yourself for who you are and the dumb things you say. And just get better at not saying those dumb things.
Yeah.
Right?
I've edited myself before. I've had to work a few.
Yeah. I mean,
angles.
that's the beauty of jump cuts. Mm-hmm. You're like,
now every time there's a jump cut.
Yeah, people are gonna be like, what did she actually say?
Just for clarity, the jump cuts in my vlog are intentional.
Yeah, mine are too.
I don't screw up that much.
Well, I screw up some, but mine are also intentional at the same time.
Yeah.
Most of them are intentional.
So I covered up this pond, but I figured we could work something else out, like
Sounds
create
like
a new one.
Plan to me. Create a pond. An all-natural pond we created.
Mm-hmm. All natural.
All natural. I think we've made a lot of progress.
I think we have too.
And I think, are you ready to end this episode?
I think I am.
This was super philosophical.
It was.
And thought-provoking. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Brainy Building.
Yeah, Brainy Building.
Brainy Building.
I haven't even looked at what you've done. Like, I've been so focused on my terraforming. It looks amazing.
Thanks. It's a good thing I planned this out in creative. That way I actually don't have to think about it as much. Not that I knew what we were doing. Oh
no.
Gosh, I messed up the magic of
spur
YouTube.
Of the moment. Every YouTuber is just so smart and comes up with everything right on the spot.
I feel like this episode is going to give away all of our secrets as YouTubers.
It's going to be great because then I won't have to feel like I'm faking it anymore.
Yes.
I can be myself.
I can be myself.
I'm free.
All this time.
Also, I'm 45 years old. Okay, thanks.
Wow. Peace out, yo.
See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.